to start with the back of the wally. It's very easy. Just build it directly in more or less to the existing wall. Take the center 4 out, 4 studs, and you have it. Build it up kind of as you want with whatever pieces that are there. Pretty easy, really. See how far it hangs back? That's about the worst part that you have to worry about, at least. A little bit of the inside here. The wire management, cable management's pretty important to get it to shut real nice and flush. So here it is again with a little bit of glare, but show you how I got the cables in behind the hinge after I built it without taking it too much apart. Simply take out these corner slope curved plates right here, and then you can put the wire and slide it in flat against it and pull it, and it'll just pop right in, no problem. Fits real nice and easy, but you got to take those off. Once you got it in there though, you can simply put them back on, and now those wires will not be able to fall out behind that hinge. It's a nice little perfect groove, really, to put them there. You can do it other ways, of course. I'm sure there's a way you can pull them through the bottom or something and wire them up, but this is how I've done it so far. The actual mod itself really only requires Technic Axle 4. I had to stop on mine just because I like the way it looks. And then a Technic friction pin right there. That pin will go into the hole right next to the 4 Technic axle, number 4 Technic axle. As long as that Technic axle and that motor are lined up, they'll pop right in. And then that is how you mount the motor to the wally. That's it. Right here is the back of the wally. I went ahead and built up some studs up so that I could attach the motors to those, because the motors do droop really bad. Not real bad, but they droop enough. They bothered me. So then on the back here, or on the bottom, again, I built them up. I put a 1x4 tile at the very end there. I'm going to build a bridge across it to kind of support it and holding it down. Right here you can see the bridge that I built using that black 1x8, I believe. Use a 1x10, whatever. I'll probably use that. And then that actually holds those down to hold the motors from drooping so much. Helps a little bit. And then right below that you can see I have the wires managed right through there, since there's quite a bit of room. You do have quite a bit of clearance even with the motors there and the wires sticking like that. There is clearance. There's still clearance. They don't drag, that I've noticed. Haven't taken it in grass or anything though. For the cable management, it works really well, I think. They come right in there. And then you can, of course, build another little bridge right there to where they're squeezed together to hold them down a little bit. But I like to have that free so that when I'm placing the battery in or out, I can then kind of pull those wires through there back into the back, so I can make sure I'm getting them nice and tight so the battery box doesn't bulge out. And if you get everything fitted, and you get it really nice and fitted, you'll get essentially a perfect gap to where the door shuts. And it'll stay that way, and it looks really good, actually. It fits almost perfectly. I had my battery box in here. I kind of get it in there just a certain little way, and it pops right out. And then I can just put it right back in, and it'll pretty much go in every time really nice and easy. I don't have too many problems with it. I do notice that even if it does stick out a little bit and your gap is from the door a little wider than what you want, it still isn't really noticeable at all.